Reputation management is one of the most important aspects of digital marketing. Reputation management means that you're helping your business build up its reviews online. This can be Google reviews, Facebook reviews, or external reviews with companies that are set up for this purpose like Trustpilot or Yotpo. Customers don't just give you reviews unless they've had a really great experience or, unfortunately, a really terrible experience. So it's up to you as a business owner or a marketer to make sure that you're automating this process and giving yourself the best chance possible. I'm going to show you 2 different workflows that you can set up for your business to help you in growing your reviews online and ensure that you're getting the best reviews you possibly can. If you want this set up for you, you can reach out to me in the team and we can set this up for you quickly and easily. Howdy folks, it's Kyle here from Social Geeks. I hope you're doing well. So in front of me, you can see the CRM Suite workflow list. Workflows are where you automate your campaigns within the platform. You can see in front of us, I have 2 workflow folders, one for continuous reputation management, the other for a review campaign. This is a quick win. The reason that these are different is that the review campaign you can send out to your list and you can do this at any time. I generally recommend if you've never sent out reviews requests before, that you run a campaign like this with your old customers and contacts because you're incentivizing them with a fun giveaway that will get them across the line. The other way is setting this up so that whenever they have completed an order with you or they've won an opportunity, you can set up an automatic request to send them through and get them to provide your review. Now, a big shout out to DJ Galvez, who has shared this workflow on YouTube. This is following his tutorial step by step. We're sharing this with our community to help you get set up in the Social Geeks CRM Suite as well. Now, in order to succeed with this, you're going to need a few different things. We're going to be setting up a custom funnel. So just a simple page and a thank you page. We're going to set up a form that we can do to take feedback. If anyone leaves a negative review, we want them to be able to provide us feedback and be able to address that. And we're going to create some custom values in the system, which will help us in undertaking this task. But essentially what will happen in this workflow is we will trigger an event to send out emails and texts to a list of people, and we're going to ask them to leave us some feedback. We're going to direct them to this form here, which is just loading. So part of this reputation management flow is we're going to send people to a landing page like this where they can leave us a review. If they click 4 or 5 stars above, where they're going to be taken is through to our Google reviews page to leave us a review. 3 stars or below, it's going to pop up a form where we're going to ask them to leave some feedback. And the reason for that is that we can then address that and we can make sure that we're doing our best to help that customer with whatever it is that they're struggling with. This is a great way to garner feedback quickly and make sure that you're addressing it promptly with your customers to avoid negative reviews. People can leave you Google reviews at any stage. So if they do have a negative experience and they still want to leave you a bad review, they can. But most of the time, bad reviews can be turned around on Google by addressing it, reaching out to that customer and trying to offer them a solution. So we're trying to preempt that and make sure that you're giving them the best service you can. You're hearing what they have to say, you're fixing it up, and then hopefully they might give you a good review on Google. So in terms of this workflow, this can be triggered by adding a tag to your contacts, which I'll show you how to do so in a second. And when you add a tag, that's going to be the trigger in your workflow. You essentially choose like a reactivation review or request a review. And as long as they don't have other tags in there where they've already been asked for a review, then it's going to run through this logical flow. Firstly, it's going to create an opportunity in a reviews campaign pipeline. So this tells you if you're getting positive or negative reviews and make sure that you have that really clear in a pipeline. You're going to send out a text as well straight away. So you're going to say who it is. This is where these custom values come in because you want to make sure that you can quickly and easily change the name of each of the prizes that you might offer and your funnel links and so on. So you have a quick message. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to give them some type of prize. It could be a voucher for your business. It could be a $100 gift card. You choose what you want to give away, but you're trying to give them some reason to provide feedback. And you're doing this over text and email. So we have an email here that's being sent out. And at the very end as well, because we are setting up the system for our clients, we have a little message saying, hey, if you didn't know that you could do this over SMS, we can help you in setting this up. This is a service that we'd love to talk to you about further. After a day, we have a follow-up text and email. And then after 5 days, if they still haven't taken action, we send them one last text and one last email. So this is a great way to get that feedback. And look, people are busy. So if people don't take the first or second email actions, Then you give 5 more days and you follow them up with the one final message, and that's it. They're done. You're out of that workflow and they're removed. Now, what happens if they do click that and they go through to the landing page? Well, the landing page filter them based on what actions they take here. If they filled out a form, we're going to make sure that we have a flow set up to address that negative feedback. It's going to change them to the negative review column in your sales, your pipeline. It's going to remove them from that campaign workflow so they're not sent any follow-up texts or emails, because we want to make sure that we're not spamming them once they've given feedback. We're then going to add a tags that we know that this person's given us a negative review. It's always important to segment your list and make sure that you're tagging things appropriately. And then we're going to make sure that all users in our system are given a notification to say that we've received some negative feedback. And we recommend that you reach out to them at your soonest convenience. If you could give them a call, you can give them an email. Doing that sooner rather than later is a great way to make sure that you're showing you go above and beyond for the feedback you get. You send an email just to say thank you for providing that feedback and that you're looking over the feedback to make sure that you can improve your services in the future and whether it's okay to reach out to them as well. So you can see that this can be a really powerful workflow, right? Because you're essentially building up your feedback. You're getting that from your previous customers. And if they do provide negative feedback, you're making sure that they're not leaving that on Google reviews, that they're bringing it to you to address. If they do give you a good review, well, that's great. Hopefully they'll pass that review on to Google. And we just make sure that we've removed them in this workflow from getting any further texts and emails asking them to leave a review. So that's essentially the workflow that we've set up for the system. If you do find that you get a lot of people going through, you want to make sure that you pick a winner so that you're actually coming through with the promise of whatever the prize is that you've offered. And this is the email that you can automate so that if they get dragged into that column, essentially you can send them through an email to let them know that they've won the prize. So the way that you can do that is you can go into your opportunities, you can go to your reviews campaign pipeline, and you can drag the person over into the contest winner section, and that would quickly and easily send you through that notification. And this reviews pipeline is there so that you can always easily find people in the system and you can run that competition at any time. So if you are not asking for feedback all the time automatically, you can do this once every few months, or depending on how many customers you get, once in every 6 months type of thing, and you can drive your reviews up substantially. Going back to the automation, so that's the one-off campaign. That's the way that you can do this on a one-off basis, but you might want to set this up for continuous requests for reviews. The easiest way to do that is to have a trigger in the system that's going to be done when they buy a product or when they are changed to a one opportunity. So this is in your sales pipeline. You get a new project and they get swapped over to one. You can ask them for a review at that stage. So whatever stage in your customer journey you want to ask for a review, you want to trigger that here. It could be that they've purchased something or that you've sent them an invoice, for example. So, you could go down and you could find they booked an appointment. They are now sent an invoice, or you've received the first payment. They've made a new order. You can send this through at that time. And what this will look at is basically, have they received any other requests before they've done this? Because if they have, you don't want to send it again, right? You're going to be spamming your poor customers. So this basically just triggers that workflow based off the fact that they have received a service. So this is just the trigger. And essentially the condition is, if they have been asked for a review before, remove from the workflow. We don't want to bother them again. But if they haven't, and they have no tags in there, then add a tag for review requested, wait an hour, and then add them to the workflow, which is to request a review. Now the request campaign is going to look very similar to what I showed you before, but you're going to have customized messages that are only for that objective, which is to get them to leave a review. So in here you can see review requested, sent column in our reviews campaign. And that's going to create the opportunity so we know that that's in there. And then we have a text email, and that's it. That's pretty much all you need to know. Or you can reach out to me and the team and we can help you in building it for you. Sometimes it's better to just get the experts to do it for you so that you can save time and sometimes a lot of frustration as well. So if you do like what you watched and you would like some help, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, good luck with setting this all up for yourself, and thanks for watching. Take care, guys.